him say, come like remind me when me did young Elizabeth Shabba as my mentor, as the man me say, everybody else said did bad. But he must say things which X-rated.
Yeah.
That get the woman excited, like a poem which is recited. That's not an ordinary train of thought, yeah?
Yeah.
So this guy was thinking. And I find the similarities in this young man also who do some little things and say some little things and teach him biology and teach him some little things in a little way.
Yes, sir. Is it recording? This is Vybz Kartel. Please free Buju Banton.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are Vybz Kartel's chances of walking free at the end of this process?
Anthony, you know, that is something a criminal lawyer can never answer. We don't know.
You know, there's a perception in Jamaica that depending on who you are in society, justice is administered in different ways.
Depending on who you are in this society, the outcome can vary. What we expect is that the lawyers would have put sound legal arguments before the court, and the court will view them and dissect them and come up with a decision.
Now the nation is still absorbing news that entertainer Adidja Vybz Kartel Palmer has been found guilty of murder. Kartel and 3 of the men who were jointly charged with him were found guilty late this afternoon.
Welcome back as Jamaica and the global dancehall space come to grips with Vybz Kartel's conviction for murder.
Media, everybody go back.
Ninja Man with a similar case is set to take center stage in the seemingly endless legal woes of Jamaican dancehall artists. Ninja Man, who has been on bail since March 2012, weighs in on the Kartel verdict and brings us up to date on his own case right now, right here on stage. Ninja.
Blessed down.
Blessed man, welcome.
Me know for a fact said this was coming. And an eye for an eye and tooth for tooth days again. Some man need to stop watch gangster show and need to watch Law and Order. Tell them to know where them did in. When the judge will make him a decision, Jesus Christ, and it's going to be one nice day.
Our very, very special guest at this time is no other than the newest and fastest rising star in the dancehall. They called him Vybz Kartel. Or is it you, Vybz, who called yourself that?
Yeah, definitely. Well, that name now, originally it was 3 of us in a group, you know what I mean? And at the time, people were naming themselves like Crews.
Okay.
So we just wanted to be different. So we just seek out a name that was different, but it had the same meaning.
Yes.
Come Sting showgoers are poised for a Kartel Ninja Man showdown. They get one and more.
Call on the terms. The community party firms.
Ninja Man didn't stand a chance against the hungry newcomer, but Mr. Up to the Time gets the blame for taking things too far. In the Sting aftermath, the stakes rise dangerously for Kartel. He's detained and charged with possession of ammo. Freed from jail, a subdued Kartel declares his innocence but shoulders his share of the blame for Sting.
Vybz Kartel apologizes to the fans and to the people of Jamaica, to people who really wanted the best for dancehall music. You know what I mean? Because as I said, it's really a scare on the face of the dancehall music, and right now, as much damage control as possibly is really needed. Damage control, you know what I mean? is needed right now. But Vybz Kartel is willing to put his all into gaining back the respect and admiration of the fans that I had, and even fans that I didn't have.
All of the toast them, never vote more toast them. Now look back, and then hear you are real top of top. Now support Andy, and him up. Call on the barber. Go run. People don't see a blood clot one on the DJ.
Fact is that Vybz Kartel win the clash because Movado run off stage after get boo about 4 consecutive times, after running out of lyrics, after bringing his own bands and eventually leaving with his bands. You know what I mean? Not giving Vybz Kartel a chance to respond. So I was the last man standing, so everybody can see that Teacher is the original winner of the clash.
After over 1 year of an intense feud between dancehall rival groups Gaza and Gully, the 2009 staging of West Kingston's Jamboree brought this historical moment.
What is a family?
To his fans, Kartel is more X-rated poet than warmongering thug.
I read a lot of books. I just finished reading the Da Vinci Code with, the other day. You know what I mean? It's a book about Freemasonry and, you know what I mean, secret societies all over the world. You know what I mean? It's a good book. Yeah.
What about the cult? That you're a member of a cult?
Alright, a lot of people say Vybz Kartel sell his soul to the devil. I would like to know how the selling of one's soul to the devil go. Like, if you put out an ad in the Gleaner saying soul for sale, good condition, you know what I mean, and the devil contacts you, he writes a check or he gives you a manager's check and you change it. I want to know how that goes because that is news to me. I don't know how somebody can sell his soul to the devil.
But are you a member of a group of Freemasonry?
No, I'm not a member of any group of Freemasons, but what is Freemasonry? Nothing is wrong with Freemasonry.
Okay.
Masons build the earth. That's why if you look on a Freemason ring, you see the compass and the square. Because that is what built the earth. The earth is built from lines and circles.
Do you believe in God?
Vybz Kartel is a spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. So when you say believe in God, if you mean Jesus, I'm not a religious person like that.
God in the context of Christendom, of Christianity?
No, I don't believe in Christianity. I don't believe in Buddhism. I don't believe in Islam. Because to me, religion is division. It's just one more thing to divide people. Religious wars are the most violent wars in history. And it can be proven with even the recent 9/11 attacks in New York City. That is a religious war.
Is there a supreme being in your consciousness?
My supreme being would be life. You know, life is the ultimate, because life is ever continuing. That's why the world is a circle. Because anything that is circular is always mobile. Life goes on. Vybz Kartel comes on the earth as kids. Vybz Kartel dies. His kids grow up, have kids, they die, and so on and so on. So I believe in life. Not in any one religious being or saying Jesus or saying I'm going to believe in Buddha, I'm going to believe in Allah. Vybz Kartel can only be Vybz Kartel, you know. I cannot be what you want me to be or what he, she, or the old lady wants me to be. I have to be true to myself and just be Vybz Kartel. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, well, Tom is the next Bob Marley, or Tom is the next Bounty Killer, or Tom is the next this. I am the first Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel has no social responsibility but to deliver good quality music because I'm an entertainer. I always tell this to people in interviews. If you, for example, Winford Williams, looking to Vybz Kartel to be a role model for your child and to grow your child, you have already lost as a parent.
Pool party, if I leave the beach, we have to reach summertime. Ha ha! Every month I love it come along. Don't be a suntan in the summer sun.
Yeah, blessed. Yes, serious thing. That was Christian Tavares Vincent, the attorney of law for Vybz Kartel. In a this case was just gone. I hear him say, this one was the hard one. Okay. That one was the hard case. So, make us see what happened. Him say November. So, we have to see what happened. Yes, and we actually know what happened. Even though the hard case did gone, but we still say, apparently the hard case never gone. For those of you who might be confused in just joining what is happening here, we was playing an interview that was done last year, July the 25th, when Vybz Kartel was freed from the first murder charge. It was alleged that he was involved in the shooting death of Portmore resident Barrington Byron. And in that case, he was defended by Christian and his father, and they got off at that. And now we say that the next case, I hear him talk about the next case, it's not that the next case will come November, 2014. The next case was the case was just gone, which started in November 2013. But we just play that tape to show you different developments or under development, depending on which side you look on. You understand? For sure, how it develop into a next thinking and a next level, where the lawyer is speaking and what we say happen now, the outcome of what we say happen was not necessarily what was supposed to happen in terms of how the lawyer view the other case. And this is always something to really recognize, that you have to look on it and say, yeah, you know, I mean, the next case, the way it look like it's the easy one, lick them. Like the first one was the hard one, the next one is the easy one, the next one now is the problem. This is a stepping razor, the art of war. We're taking the calls them. You know, we're taking the calls them, and as we say, we know so we can't escape the whole thing, so we're not going to disallow nothing right now. We just free call, free all, talk where you want to talk, and talk where you want.